Hi, friends. Welcome to our new episode of Aspire and Acquire. Today, we have a startup lined up for you that is dealing with men's grooming industry. The grooming industry has undergone a remarkable transformation, evolving beyond just basic hygiene to a more holistic approach that emphasizes self-care, confidence, and personal expression. In recent years, the men's grooming market has exploded and emerged as a significant growth segment driven by changing attitudes towards masculinity, self care, and a greater focus on appearance. However, despite its massive scale, the industry is still ripe for disruption. This gap in the market presents a unique opportunity for brands like Fermenza that differentiates themselves by focusing on an approach centered on premium, minimalist solutions that cater to the evolving needs of today's man. In this episode, we have Dr. Sudip Ghosh, one of the co founders of Fermenza, a company that is known for not only effective but also easy to use products for men's grooming that is poised to redefine men's grooming market and elevate it from a routine chore to a transformative ritual. So let's dive into the show and listen in what Dr. Sudeep has to say. Thank you.
This podcast is brought to you by Moksho. Interviews feel unpredictable because everyone prepares differently and nobody measures readiness the same way. Moksho brings a little order to that chaos. It uses AI to create realistic role specific interview simulations, helping people practice real conversations and get feedback that actually improves how they think, speak, and decide. For companies, that means faster screening and better hiring decisions. For colleges, stronger placement performance. And for candidates, confidence built on practice and not guesswork. Moksho, because readiness should feel real, not random.
Hi, Dr. Sudip Ghosh. How are you doing?
Absolutely fine, sir. Hello, sir.
Good to have you here on Aspire and Acquire. We're looking forward to have this conversation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. My privilege, sir.
Okay, let's start with your background. What have you done? You are a doctor, so I want to understand that a little bit more.
Yeah, myself, Dr. Sudip, and I am basically pharmaceutical scientist. So we basically work in different pharmaceutical company as a lead formulation scientist. Just like safe, we prepare different doses like tablet, capsule, injections. So we are basically the person in formulation labs. We select different ingredients and we prepare drugs basically. So I did my PhD.
So, can I say you're the chef in the kitchen?
Yeah, definitely. In another word, an easy word.
Interesting, yeah.
So we did PhD from Jadavpur University, and then I worked in several large companies like Kerala Pharmaceutical, Tanisha Biotech, as a lead formulation scientist before starting my own venture. It's Brew Therapeutics, and my brand is Fermenza. Basically.
So, I want to understand what Fermenza is. Just tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, Fermenza is basically the world's first fermented product for men's. Okay, and it's basically patented product, and we are targeting mostly men's because men's skins are different.
We understand the cosmetic world keeps talking about female or ladies, but rarely would you hear about a men product. So why men?
See, first of all, the men's skin is different than the female skin.
In what sense?
Male skin is almost 28% rougher and tougher than female skin, and anything to get absorbed on men's skin require different types of formulations, different ingredients. Here comes our technology, the fermentation technology, and we developed specifically for the men's skin to be absorbed our product on men's skin, and it is much more antioxidant rich, much more bioactives, and much more effective compared to the normal formulations.
So, what are the inspiration behind Fermenza? What's the story around that?
Yeah, it's a very interesting story, and I still remember in 2018, it was one of our lab mate Mr. Vijayji. He was 20. He was working for Penition. Still, he is in Penisha Biotech, and he was suffering from extreme case of dandruff. Extreme means extreme. He was just scratching his head with a steel scale.
Oh my God.
And he said that yeah, and it was basically a very post lunch. We all scientists were sitting, and as a we doing gossips over there, and he said, yeah, do something for my head, yeah. You all are scientists. So many of us said that yeah, dandruff is not a very new problem. He said a very calmly that nothing works. Okay, and he was very confident. Now, believe me, that guy is working in a R&D lab for more than 20 years, 28 years. He's a technical assistant, and he's so much confident nothing can solve his dandruff problem. So the point is that it really touched my soul, and we think that let's do something. And we started doing, and we started working and doing researching. We found many solutions over there, from chemical to natural. But everyone is trying to basically clean that scalp. Means dandruff. If you listen to the word dandruff, it cleaning of the scalp. Mostly shampoos are available in the market, but again it comes. So we are dipping deep, and we found that yeah, I think that this fermentation can be a solution. Okay, so we are looking into the different technologies. The Korean technology, they broadly use fermentation as a technology. So we started doing deep down. My wife, Dr. Munda Bhattacharya, she is also a scientist, is a biotechnologist and a pharmaceutical scientist. So we together started over there. And then after quite a number of years doing lots of testing and doing some things and also doing testing, I had given him the sample that you try it. And I still remember, see, being scientists, we didn't directly talk with we are not getting an opportunity to talk with the customers directly.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I
You
still
just develop your product,
Yeah.
but you don't know what the outcome would be.
Yes. So I had given the sample to Vijayji, and the next morning he came to me and he said, "Aap doctor achho, you are a very good doctor. In 26 years, first time in the morning I wake up without itching. Means we used to face an extreme case of dandruff during cold." So, sir, honestly speaking, his eyes touched me, and that was my inspiration. The first time I was touched that I can solve someone problem, real problem. And then I slowly started, and I left my job. My wife left my job. We did extreme research. We filed patents. We got patents in 10 months. Okay, so this is the first time in
I
ever.
want to hear about the patent a little bit later, but can
Okay.
you just talk us through about the fermentation technology that you spoke about earlier? I want to go a little bit deeper into that.
Yeah. So fermentation is basically the age-old technology, most ancient technology in biotechnology is fermentation, and it's basically similar to the wine making. So during the process of fermentation, what happens? See, every natural ingredients is made up of many complex compounds. Okay. So during the process of fermentation, the complex compound breaks down into smaller compounds. Okay, and it becomes antioxidant rich. Okay, in this process. So there's a saying that you take red wine. Why? Because it is healthy for your heart. The reason is that it is antioxidant rich. So that's the main concept, and our entire patent research is also based on that only. Okay, so we found that see, in market, all the products, natural products available are basically made up of two main things. It's water extraction, means I'll go little bit deeper into technical aspect. There are only two types of technology available in the market. Most companies follows is water extraction. Means you can take something in your water, you boil it, you take that extract and you formulate in shampoos, you can formulate in oils, whatever it may be. Or either from solvent extraction, means you use many toxic organic compound like ethanol, hexane, and we get the extract and we formulate our different products. So this is the main routinely used in distillation, in product, in code distillation, and all sorts of things. In this two technologies, the actual natural compound breaks down. And for example, if the efficacy of any natural compound is 100%, so literature and research proves that we are only getting 20%. Means mostly they are degraded. In fermentation, in the other word, it enhances the antioxidant rich compounds. Okay, so in this way we have targeted this. And in this process of fragmentation fermentation, the small compounds are easily absorbed in men's skin, because men's skin is much more rougher and tougher. So that's the whole concept. We have utilized that knowledge, and also we utilize the need of the men's skin.
So now I want to switch gears and talk about consumers, right? Your customers. What is the kind of feedback you have received, and what's the mechanism of feedback that you have had in the past? And did you work actually on the feedback that you received from your customers and kind of develop that product based on that?
Yeah, definitely. The first thing is that whatever is that, it's all of customer feedback. So we first time we develop. We are from pharmaceutical background, so we treat everything as a medicine. Okay, but the main thing is that how consumers are looking at the product, what they need, what type of look, what type of aesthetic feeling. Means it should be for example, our product is water soluble, means water based. It's not a oil. You can apply it anytime in the day and it will just dry up. So there's a need from a customer. Whether I want a product, the customer says that I want a product which will not stick to my head, because I don't want people to know that I have applied something. See, dandruff is a social stigma. Okay.
Right.
So that's how we keep on developing our product. It should be mostly the consumer should add, the consumer should apply over it, and it should be aesthetically very good. So we also work in these areas, and then we regularly we used to develop our product.
Your website says, it's a nice slogan: dandruff gone, shine on.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? So, and you are clearly mentioning that on your website that it takes about 24 hours before the dandruff is gone. Uh, Unheard of, right, in the industry. How did the consumer actually react to some of these taglines that you have been promoting in the past?
See, we are based on our research and based on our customer feedbacks. Okay, we have totally patented our product and process. So we have seen that our product is totally, we tested with marketed product also. So if you are looking for dandruff solution, we treat within 1 to 2 days. If you are extreme case of dandruff, you will get relief within 1 and 2 days in first application only. And if you are looking for hair fall, it will solve your hair fall in 20-21 days. Okay. So it's totally based on research and totally based on our studies which we have performed in lab and also from consumer feedback. So totally we went to the customer, clinical, and all those things, and we are claiming what we have in our hand. It's not like that we are claiming something very big things and no results. So we have results, we have scientific data, backup, patents, research papers, and that's why we are promoting this thing.
Excellent. And how do you compare this with the traditional products that have been in the market?
Yeah, there are lots of good products in this segment. I'll definitely accept that there are lots of good products. But what makes us distinguish is that I said in my technical part that mostly the natural product available in the market are made from the traditional conventional methods like water extraction, distillation process, or solvent extraction. But our process is fermentation, means it enhances the properties of natural products. So that's how our ingredient, the main thing is that our process, which makes it distinguish. Basically.
Can you talk us through about any kind of partnerships or collaborations that you have in store, whether it's global or locally? Anything would be nice to hear from a consumer perspective or from marketing perspective.
Yeah, definitely. I think that when we got an idea, okay, so we have to want to start, and initially the first thing is that we come to the Iser Mohali, TBI Iser Mohali. So here we develop our product, okay, because we need a lab. Initially we cannot set up the lab. So here comes Iser Mohali TBI. We got extreme support from this institute and a research institute. This is based in Mohali only, national importance this institute. We got all type of supports and we develop our product. Now we file the patents and all sorts of things. We are looking for definitely for collaboration. We are definitely looking for other probable partners. We have good distribution channel. We can definitely tie up and go global, because this is a global problem. And believe me, I just hate dandruff, and I just want to eliminate dandruff and hair fall, and it's a permanent solution. We can definitely go global with, and I just want to remove this dandruff and white flecks.
Great. What are the kind of future trends you are seeing in men's grooming arena?
See, India's men's grooming market is more than 2.1 billion US dollar. So and it is almost growing at
It's
7
billion, not million.
It's
Just-
billion.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
$2.1 US billion market.
Wow.
Okay, and it is going at CAGR of 7.5%. So in next one
And
and
just to
two.
give a little bit of context, any idea about the similar market for ladies or female?
See, similar market for ladies is much bigger, honestly speaking, because cosmetic market is mostly still now dominated by ladies, but the CAGR, the percentage they are growing, is not so fast as men's. So I was reading somewhere recently
What are the
that
target for
it's I think that it's almost growing at a rate of 5 CAGR.
5%?
5
Okay.
CAGR, whereas the men's is growing around 7.5.
Oh, so the ladies is 5%.
Yes, it's already saturated market.
Yeah.
There's
And
lots
what
of
about
men 7.5.
7.5.
7.5 CAGR. So it is growing like anything in Indian, particularly Indian market. So it's a huge growth. In coming days, it is around prediction. It is around 5 billion US dollars coming in the 2028 by as per prediction.
Right.
So you can see the lots of companies are entering into the men's segment particularly.
And this must be a global phenomenon.
It's a global phenomenon, particularly mostly Indian. India is a big market. So mostly nowadays mostly Indian men's are moving the grooming and cosmetic sector. So previously it was not there, but now with the social media, influencer marketing, people are well aware. Okay, now I need my skin is different. They're looking for different.
Switching gears, can you just talk a little bit about the challenges that you face in this industry? There is a bit of stigma attached to men grooming. This is 15, 20 years ago. Things might have changed now. So let's walk us through with that kind of phenomenon. What are that you're seeing?
See, I think that still now, I believe that in tier 3, tier 4 cities, people don't realize that men's skin we have to educate, much more education, because in tier 1, tier 2 cities, it is already past that, okay, men's skin is different, it needs something different. But still, mass market is not so much aware that, okay, I need something different product than currently available in the market. The hair oil which is applying, my sister is applying, my wife or my mother is applying, may not suit me. So this thing we have to educate, because we have to reach to tier 3 and tier 4 cities, because the mass market, the mostly populated area. So that's why if you look at our product ranges also, we are very clear. Our cost of production is also, we have kept the product cost is very nominal, so that it should be affordable to each and everyone. So we are not targeting the premium customer only.
So for example, give me a cost of a bottle of shampoo, which will make you a dandruff-free person.
See, our treatment is 500 rupees. One, it's a serum. It's not a shampoo. It is a water-based serum. So you can use it 500 rupees, and it will last around 25 days, average 20-25 days for any male, because males are little hair compared to the female. So it lasts around a month. Okay. Based on your application, all sorts of things, and it also comes with shampoo. Its price is around 700.
How long one has to apply for?
Yeah, for I think that for dandruff, one bottle is sufficient to solve your dandruff problem, and for hair fall, you need at least 2 to 3 months for your control of hair fall. And for beard and the beard sign and beard growth, I think that you can get result from 1 or 2 bottles basically. And for upcoming entrepreneurs, I just want to say that the personal care industry is still we are in the just the top of iceberg. Okay, it's a huge market, provided you have a good product. Okay, so being a good product in the market, there is still a gap to find a very good product and effective products. Okay, so definitely I'll encourage anyone to come to this market, and this is a huge market with huge potential.
So thank you so much, Dr. Sudip, for coming over to the show. I really appreciate your time, and I hope that at some point in time you will be seen in the Forbes list while developing and selling your product. All the
Definitely. Thank you, sir.
Thanks so much. Thanks.
Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you.
Well, in an industry dominated by standard one-size-fits-all products, Fermenza's approach to personalized, quality-driven grooming is what sets it apart. As we delve into the brand's strategic initiatives it becomes evident that Fermenza is not merely joining the conversation, but leading it, championing the movement towards grooming solutions that empower men to look and feel their best with confidence and ease. I will soon see you with another interesting episode of Aspire and Acquire. Until then, goodbye and cheers.